Hey friends, happy new moon in Cancer. My name's Andrea Blythe and this is Let Love Rise new moon video. And whoa, I just stepped outside and there's the beautiful sun. I am passionate about the moon and music and mindset and storytelling, and I just decided today, we have a snow day in Boise. School is canceled. A lot of things are just like, let's just stop and rest. And I think that is just such a beautiful gift, especially on this Capricorn new moon, because Capricorn is an earth sign energy, and it's rules over, or Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. And so that is like work and structure and bringing form to things in our lives. And it's like the energy that takes the beautiful dreaming energy from that full moon that we had in Cancer a couple of weeks ago, right after Christmas, like all the dreams and the inspiration and the ideas. And then Capricorn is like, okay, I've got the container for that. I've got the structure for it. So let's put it into place and let's get going. And Mars is also in Capricorn, as is, every new moon, it's the sun and the moon together, hanging out together in that big, beautiful universe. But Mars is also there. Pluto is spending his last week there. Pluto, the planet of transformation, is going to be moving into the sign of Aquarius on Saturday, January 20th, 21st. And Pluto being like this transformative energy, this changing energy, that's not easy. Just ask the butterfly. It is not easy to go into that dark night and struggle with all the mental blocks. I mean, I don't know if a butterfly actually had mental blocks that it was struggling with, or if it was just in its physical form. But us as humans, you get my metaphor, right? Like the going into that dark night of the soul, examining, like facing our demons, looking head on at our fears, our limiting beliefs, the thoughts that we tell ourselves, how we take action or don't take action, how we show up, and looking at that. And in those hard spaces where, life is showing you that you're perhaps out of alignment, like my life in 2019, 2020, 2021, coming back around. It's coming back around. 2024 is going to be a great year. It's a number 8 year. But here we are with all of this energy in the sign of Capricorn. Who did I forget? Mercury, I believe, is also in Capricorn. So lots of Capricorn energy, which is really great for doing the thing, getting clear, getting focused, taking the action steps. And I am releasing a beautifully timed program called Rewrite Your Story. Holy cow, I cannot believe how bright it is. I am just going to take a moment to love that. Rewrite Your Story begins tomorrow on the new moon. Well, I'm filming this the day before. So on the new moon, 1/11, and what it is a 7-week program. It's a mindset program that has been designed primarily through Mike Dooley's Infinite Possibilities program. So I was trained in Infinite Possibilities several years ago as a trailblazer, and it's all about being aware of the thoughts that we're thinking and the beliefs that are fueling those thoughts, and our bodies, like how we feel, like how our bodies let us know how we are, like if we're aligned or not, if we're in the best energy for ourselves or not. Does that make sense? Like what feels good, generally speaking, do more of it, and what doesn't is letting you know that something is off. And so for me, like that, I share part of my story. I will be sharing lots of it in the Rewrite Your Story program, but just in general, here on my blog on Let Love Rise or on this vlog, the idea for me to leave my profession as a high school teacher, that was a tough decision to make, but it came out of checking in with my body. Like, it just didn't feel good. I was not looking forward to work in the way that I once did. And that wasn't fair to me. it certainly wasn't fair to the students if your teacher's not showing up fully, because they deserve that. They're there in the freezing cold, dark mornings. I'm a mama of a couple teenagers. I get what it's like. So a day like today, to be given a snow day, to be woken up by a text that says school is canceled, it's like, yes. What are you going to do with a beautiful day like today? What do you want your days to look like? What do you envision for yourself? I mean, let's face it, a beautiful opportunity arises every January for us to really dream big and think, like, what do we want our life to look like, let alone our year ahead, but just our life. And that's what I feel like Rewrite Your Story is designed to do, is to intentionally help people understand where they're going, what they want to create for themselves. Perhaps you don't even know. I very clearly remember when my first blog post that I wrote was called Looking for Space, and I didn't know. I didn't know what I wanted or who I was, and I was crawling into that chrysalis. I was crawling into that dark night, even as I typed, as I wrote, and as I shared these stories. And it's just so beautiful for me to go back now and have this opportunity with the storytelling that I'm doing on Wednesdays at 1 p.m., just to be able to share some of the thoughts that I've had, and then to see where I've come, how far I've come, to celebrate that. And then it's like, okay, and what's next? What am I dreaming of next? And a new moon is an invitation to do that. A new moon at the beginning of a new year, a 2024 year, this number 8, this fullness, the infinity symbol. It's like there are infinite possibilities for your year ahead. So what is it that you want to create for yourself? How does your most courageously authentic life feel? What does it look like? What does it sound like? Maybe what does it taste like? One thing also that I want to offer, so first of all, let me just wrap up on Rewrite Your Story. If you're curious to know more, I'm offering a free class tomorrow. It will meet over Zoom, so I will put the link into the notes here for this. You can also find them on Let Love Rise, or you could just email Andrea Blythe at Let Love Rise, and I would be happy to get you all the information, to get you the Zoom link, to put you into the Facebook group that we have going on. And then you can decide, is this something that is for me or not? It's a hour to hour and a half workshop once a week live over Zoom, so virtually at 11 a.m. And the price that as it's set right now for the entire program is $333, which comes to $47 per session. But I understand, like, you know what? Maybe that is out of your budget, but you are intrigued by this idea. And I never want money to get in the way of you doing the thing that you feel like you're being called to do. So if money is an option, like, just come. If money is an option, if money is an obstacle, I think I meant to say, or a challenge or something, like, don't let that be the thing that gets in the way of you joining on this. I am opening up to accepting whatever it is that you feel energetically called to share with me for this program, anything from $33 to $333. But just come check it out. Just come check it out. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I could just see a group of deer on the other hill over there. But if you could just use some focus, if you want some help being focused on your 2024, again, on thoughts, underlying beliefs, your emotions, how to take action, how to let go and trust the universe, how to dream big, and how to, a lot of us maybe, I'm just going to say it, they make mistakes when we're visualizing or manifesting, or we say, oh, that doesn't work because of whatever. But there really is there are ways that it works well. And I want to teach that to you, because the life that I am living today Well, like this hat. I wear it all the time, and I just feel it. I am happy. I am happy, even though there are still things that I am waiting to see in this world, in front of me, tangibly, that I have dreamt up and I've been thinking about for weeks, months, years. But it's like it's the journey. It's the excitement in the journey, and yeah, just concentrating on the feeling of happiness. And so I want to share that. So that is Rewrite Your Story. And the other thing that I offer every January, just about, and it's what I shared on the Storytelling with Let Love Rise today, is vision boards. So I shared a story called A New Vision, and I had written it back in 2022. And it's just an invitation to wherever you are, if you're local and are able to come to my house tomorrow night for a guided visualization, followed by this night of making new vision boards for 2024, please come. But if you are not local, you could do it at home at any time. You can gather a group of friends. I think that's always fun, doing it over a brunch or in the evening, or just on your own, just creating and gathering pictures, quotes, all kinds of information is on that storytelling. I don't want to repeat myself too much. So you can either check that out on, you can find it on Facebook and Instagram, or the original blog post is called A New Vision, and it was from January of 2022. But yeah, it's not just a collage. It's very, very powerful to be intentional with the thoughts that we think. I think that about wraps it up. Plus, my fingertips are about freezing cold and the sun is going to set. So I'm going to go back inside where it's nice and snugly warm. I thank you for joining me. And wherever you are in the world, happy new moon. Happy new moon. May you bring that dream into focus, into clarity, and take the steps and move forward. Use this Capricorn, this Mars and Capricorn energy to propel you forward into the life of your dreams. You are the author of your story. Oh, that was the last thing I wanted to share. Unwritten by Natasha Betingfield. Unwritten is the song for that I'm kicking off Rewrite Your Story with, but it is featured in a movie that I just recently saw, Anyone But You, which I highly recommend. It was a great time, especially if you're alone in the theater like my friends and I were, and you can get up and sing and dance when that song comes on. Anyhow, Unwritten, because our stories are unwritten. We tell ourselves that it's this way, or I can't because, or I'm unable to because. And I just want you to question, is that true? And if not, then why do I tell myself that story? You are the author of your story. You get to write your story. Your story is unwritten. So if you want to have a great time writing it with me, meet me tomorrow for session 1, Thoughts Become Things, on Rewrite Your Story. And I'd be happy to give you more information on that. Check out the song Unwritten. See what lyrics resonate with you. And one more time, again, have a beautiful new moon. Dream big. Why not, right? Thoughts become things. Might as well make them good ones. Namaste.